na 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 Batman, Batman, Batman. Yeah. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing a movie review on Batman's new movie, The Dark Knight Rises. So obviously if you haven't seen that movie yet, then don't watch this video because I'm going to spoil it big time. I'm even going to tell you how this movie ends. Okay, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then go watch another video. Go watch a dog lick itself or whatever. I don't care. Go watch the grass grow. Don't watch this video if you don't want to be spoiled. Now, if you're not going to watch the Batman series, then watch this video, whatever, because I'm going to spoil it for you. Okay? Cool. Awesome. Okay, guys, as I was saying, I saw The Dark Knight Rises today. To be honest, I didn't watch all the Batman movies before I saw this, so I did get a bit confused. But the good thing is that it doesn't make you lost. So I'll explain the plot synthesis first, and then I'll go on to detail. Okay, so the plot synthesis. Okay, despite his tiniest reputation after the events of The Dark Knight, in which he took the rep for dense crimes, Batman feels compelled to intervene to assist the city and its police force, which is struggling to cope with Bane's plans to destroy the city. Written by Welcome Rockwood, whatever. Sorry. Pardon me. Food. Okay, so the Batman movie, the new one, is brilliant. Brilliant choreographed fights, and you would actually, and it's hard to tell that they were choreographed because it was like so full on and in the face and like, whoa, was that really fake? The negative of it was that you couldn't hear Bane talk. Like, Bane's the guy with this mask on and he's like yeah, whatever. Bane is like the big evil dude baddie now, and he's got a mask around his mouth like I tried to represent just then, but you can't hear him talk, and it was really annoying because he was like yeah. That's the only negative I had on this film. But anyway, I'll tell you the good stuff. The film is brilliant. The director and his cast members and everything did a brilliant job. The movie is actually set 8 years after the Dark Knight that had Heath Ledger in it. Rest his soul. So it doesn't get you too confused, but when it starts, it kind of does a memorial service for Harvey Dent, and it says, you know, 8 years today he died at the hands of Batman, and this and that happened. Like, we all know what happened. We all saw Dark Knight, right? And so it goes on from there, and then it goes into this terrorist thing, and these guys are trying to get some information about this bad guy called Bane, and it's like, what the hell, that doesn't make sense. Why have an evil plot and then have a memorial? But anyway, it explains to you in the film, so that's so good. So that was interesting, and turns out that, like, if you got a bit lost on the I think on the Dark Knight movie, you'll be a bit lost here, like I was, because I didn't see I saw Dark Knight, but I didn't see it before I watched this movie, so I was a bit confused. Anyway, so Bane's the bad guy, and he threatens to blow up Gotham City. Now, duh, every bad guy has threatened to blow up Gotham City. No originality there, but Bane actually half succeeds. He blows up the football stadium. He forces some police officers to blow up the bridges. So all sorts of things happen. So yeah. And anyway, so as the film go on, you kept getting intrigued. It kept swarming into the seat, which is amazing. Brilliant soundtrack to it, but very difficult sometimes when you're trying to listen to people speak. Like, there was the fight scene. Now, the fight scene was all quiet because at the beginning they're saying you have a choice of either dying now or living. So it's really up to you. And so when the police officers are talking to Bane, it's kind of like, let's have all this music over the top of these voices so the audience can't hear. I didn't like that, but it was brilliant. Original cast is still there, well, most of them. I'll go through that later. But the ending is really upsetting. Like, I watched it all through, obviously. It's a 2.5 hour movie, is it? 2 hour movie that's close to 3 hours. But yeah, the ending is a bit sad, because Batman dies. Yeah, I spoiled it for you. Batman dies. He saves Gotham City, and he takes this big bomb, which is the thing that's going to blow up Gotham City. And he takes a bomb over to like the middle of the ocean, and he blows himself up. And it's like, oh no, tearjerker. But the good thing is, he actually lives. Yeah, so like, so Alfred, the butler, Alfred is at at the Wayne's cemetery. You know, the parents of Bruce. Yeah, so Alfred's talking to these the dead parents, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I failed you. I promised I'd keep your son safe and all that." But turns out 6 months later, Bruce and Selena. I'll explain who she is later. Bruce and Selena are dating, and John Blake, I'll explain who he is later, turns out to be Robin, and he turns out to find the Batcave, and everyone's all happy, and it's like, yay! So I think that was really cool. It's a really cool ending. It's a brilliant movie franchise series. So well played out there, Christopher Nolan. Time for the cast members. I'll explain those now, since I've already wasted 6 minutes of your time. Okay, the baddie in this movie is Bane. Obviously, he is played by Tom Hardy. He did a brilliant Bane, evil dude. Yeah. Next up was Bruce Wayne / Batman. Obviously, we all know that it's Christian Bale. You know, when I first started, like when I watched The Dark Knight that had Christian Bale in it as well, I got really confused because I thought there was two guys playing one person. So I thought Christian Bale was playing Bruce Wayne, and I thought another guy was playing Batman. That's how weird I was when I was younger. Whatever. So, Christian Bale, before I confuse you, Christian Bale is Bruce Wayne and Batman. Selena Kyle is also Catwoman. So, Selena Kyle is a fiction character, and she's Catwoman. So, I don't really understand the point of Catwoman, because you just wear a mask over your eyes, and you'd be like, ooh, I'm Catwoman now. It's like, dude, really, we can tell you're not really Catwoman because you just got a mask over your eyes. Anyway, so Catwoman / Selena Kyle is played by Anne Hathaway, who did a brilliant job. Ra's al Ghul, is sort of in and out. He's like a guy that died in the movie, or maybe earlier in the series, I'm not sure. But he died, and he's actually someone else's father who supposedly Batman killed. And he's played by Liam Neeson. Okay. John Blake, who is pretty much a junior police officer. He's probably on his, second year of being a police officer or whatever. I know, he's pretty young. At the end of the movie, we find out he's Robin, which is really cool, because he's like, oh, I have my stuff to grab, and this chick's like, what's your real name? And he hands his card, and she's like, I love your name, you should use it more often, Robin. And it's like, oh! So yeah, John Blake is played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Brilliant job there. Jim Gordon, also we know him as Commissioner Jim Gordon, who is played by Gary Oldman, aka Sirius Black, but he's Gary Oldman in real life. Miranda Tate, she is like the prophet's child, or whatever you want to call it. She's avenging her father's death, and well, she acts all nice and sweet and innocent during the movie. And she's like, oh, hey, I just want Batman, or I want Bruce Wayne to come by my company and whatnot, and I want to get Wayne Enterprises is inside this whatever. So Miranda Tate is like a goodie, but she's also a baddie. You find out why. It's really confusing on explaining her, but she's played by Marion Cotillard. Lucius Fox, as a recurring character, is also played by Morgan Freeman. Holly Robinson is Selena Kyle's accomplice, friend, whatever you want to call it, but she's played by Juno Temple. And it's funny enough, I didn't really hear her name being used. Like, it would always be like, oh, she's my friend sort of thing. It wouldn't be saying Holly this. Alfred the butler is played by Michael Caine. CIA agent, I think that's at the beginning of the movie, is played by Aidan Gillen. Young Talia Girl, which is Miranda Tate as a little girl, but we don't find that out until the end of the movie. So anyway, young Talia Girl is played by Joey King. Yeah. Deputy Commissioner Foley. He's the guy that's actually unsure of what he wants to do. Like, he wants to be the good guy, but he's not sure if he wants to help save the rest of the town. And he's played by Matthew Modine. Baines Mercesary, which I think is Baines, like secondhand dude or whatever. I don't know, whatever that word means. He's played by Josh Stewart. Who else is it? And GPD Special Operative. I have no clue who he was, but whatever. He was played by Daniel Sanchada. There is more people, obviously, but those are the main people in the film. So if you want to go look at the rest of the cast list, just Google it. We all know how to do that. Anyway, so Batman I actually liked. That was a brilliant movie, brilliant ending. Now I want to find out about Robin, because we found out who Robin is. I just want to find out more about him. So come on, Christopher Nolan, you're smart. Bring a story out about Robin, please. Please. Yeah. So yeah, the only thing I hate about Batman was that the music sometimes was louder than the actual people were talking. So you'd hear no 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 no, and you can't hear the people speaking, which is really annoying. But other than that, Batman was brilliant. Brilliantly choreographed fight scenes, brilliant special effects, which you would have actually thought they were real, because it was like, holy god, make me jump out of my seat. And yes, I did jump out of my seat a few times, because I'd be like, oh my god, that is so cool. Whoa! Yeah, I did. It was really weird and cool. Whatever. So yeah, go watch Batman. Also, if you've seen this video, you've probably been spoiled now. But whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go now, because I've wasted like 12 minutes of your time. But go see Batman. You won't be disappointed, but you will be because it's ended. So yeah. Okay, I'm going now.